Today, we'll answer the question, are you doing this as a family project?
No, ma'am. I'm a bachelor. I'm doing this kind of like, James Bond, Tony Stark, that sort of thing. Yeah. No, this is not a family project. This is just me. Now, it could turn into that. So I think Galatea Meridian will be designed in such a way that it could potentially be a very small family home.
So you could find yourself an adventurous cowgirl to move out here with you, eventually.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No pressure.
There are tarantulas and rattlesnakes. And...
Hey, some of us ladies can totally take a tarantula.
In a way, I like to think that a lot of my projects, though, are family projects. When it comes to my writing, that's kind of the way that I see it.
What do you mean?
Well, I think that one of the main reasons to ever have a family is to kind of instill the next generation with ideals, morals, and a drive to make the world a better place.
Very upstanding point of view. I love that.
Well, thank you. I like to think that everybody feels that way. I hope that's not just me. I hope that I'm also, if there are others that feel that way, I'm not in the minority. I mean, why are you having kids? That should be the reason, right? It should be because you want... I don't know what you people are doing out there. But that should be the reason that people want to have a family, so that they can kind of move humanity along, help us progress, help us be kinder to each other, to do something good for the planet and for the world and for who we are as a species. I like to think that in a small way, my writing can help do that. I might not be able to influence children that I don't have, but I could influence the readers that I do have, and hopefully make their lives better and inspire them to do something important.
I believe his readers are the future. Bye! But I still don't get how this is a family project.
Well, what I mean when I say everything I do is a family project. See, as a writer, my books are my children. Instead of my ideals being bequeathed to sons and daughters, my legacy will live on through everyone who takes my writing to heart. In that sense, everything I do is a family project.
You should still find yourself a nice woman and settle down. Don't you want to be in love?
Absolutely, but I'm still a young little kid. I have plenty of time to find the right girl and settle down. I'm only 43 years old. I'm still a child.
Not look like that. Any woman would be thrilled with a man like you.
You sound like my mom. See, I have complete faith that Lutherville will one day be a family project, which will have my very own Miss Tessmacher. I mean, what girl wouldn't love this? I'm an idealistic dreamer who happens to be a lifelong straight edge. I own 10 acres of land in one of the most beautiful environments in the entire country. A land so deadly it kills hiking athletes with heat stroke. I'm building a house on that property an hour outside of a city filled with the most greedy and shallow and self-absorbed people in the world. I'm like little Lord Fauntleroy living on the outskirts of Sodom and Gomorrah. See, there are definitely girls in the world with a massive sense of adventure who will look at me and say, "Sign me up!" Yeah, I want to live with a jobless, struggling writer dozens of miles from civilization out in the desert surrounded by tarantulas and scorpions. I can help him dispose of pronghorn carcasses. That will be outstanding. He's a great catch.
Okay, let's take that back for a second. Did you say lifelong straight edge? So you've never been drunk in your entire life?
No, ma'am. Clean and sober since the day I was born. I believe in experiencing all the joy and heartache and pain and pleasure of life without any distortion. I want to live my entire lifetime pure and clear. I never want to drown my sorrows or impair my perceptions of the world.
Holy cow, where are you from? Camelot?
No, Cleveland. But I do love visiting Avalon. I've never done any drugs or smoked a single cigarette either.
Yeah? All right, you're right. Women will want to meet you just because you're like a mythological character.
Indeed, I am a veritable seraphim outside the city of fallen angels.
Lutherville is an educational series inspiring kids and adults to become excited about innovations in science and technology by documenting the design and construction of a Mojave Desert homestead called Galatea Meridian. Witness the crazy story of how Eric Muss Barnes, an unemployed computer geek and struggling novelist, risks homelessness by spending most of his life savings to build an off-grid dream house in the middle of nowhere. Having purchased vast acres of the Old West, Can Eric find a stable job and create his home before his money runs out? Take a journey where fortitude and a pioneering spirit continue to forge the American dream on the romantic landscape of the American frontier.
Thank you for watching this episode of Lutherville.
Please make sure to share the video with your friends and family.
And remember, if your ambitions don't scare you,
Then they're not big enough.